President Muhammadu Buhari's government is to leave 77 trillion naira debt for incoming administration, says DMO. Hello everyone, welcome to News Sports TV, compliments of the season. President Muhammadu Buhari's administration will leave a debt stock of over 77 trillion naira for the incoming government from the current debt of 44.06 trillion naira as at third quarter of last year. While the Ways and Means is about 22.3 trillion naira with an interest rate of 18.5%, government is expected to borrow additional 8 trillion naira before it exits office on May 29, 2023. Speaking at the 2023 budget breakdown in Abuja, the Director General Debt Management Office, DMO, Ms. Patience Oniha, said that if the new borrowings are included in the current debt of 44.06 trillion naira, the total debt stock would amount to 77 trillion naira. According to her, the debt stock is still growing from the issuance of promissory notes, which are not true borrowing as such by the government. It will be safe to say that we'll be looking at 77 trillion naira. While the debt is growing, because of new borrowing, revenue is receiving significant importance. Like DMO always says, you can't talk about debt without talking about revenue. We need the two to work together, she further explained. Earlier, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Sh0ck Ahmed, disclosed and revealed that Nigeria is not planning on restructuring its debt as it remains committed to meeting its domestic and external debt obligations. The federal government of Nigeria will, however, continue to utilize appropriate debt management tools to streamline the cost and risk profile in the debt portfolio, including through concessional loans, spreading out of debt maturities to avoid bunching, and reprofiling of the debt maturities by refinancing short-term debts using long-term debt instruments, she said. She noted that most vessels lifting oil from Nigeria are not paying taxes, vowing that the government will make sure that those vessels would begin to pay taxes to augment the budget. According to her, the government would exit some of the pioneer companies that have been enjoying tax exemptions so as to bring in new ones. We have to create a balance that we are not giving much more than we are getting, she said. She noted that as of November 2022, government's retained revenue was 6.50 trillion naira, 87% of the pro rata target of 7.48 trillion naira, and its shares of all revenues was 586.71 billion naira. Companies' income tax, CIT, and value-added tax, VAT, collections were 1.08 trillion naira and 295.2 billion naira, representing 158% and 124% of their respective targets. The fiscal deficit of 2022 was estimated at 8.17 trillion naira, inclusive of the supplementary budgets. And as at November 30th, 2022, the deficit was 6.37 trillion naira. On key assumptions and macro framework for the 2023 budget, the minister stated that the oil price benchmark is set at $75 per barrel, while some of the parameters underlying the 2023 projections have deviated from the projection in the National Development Plan 2021 to 2025. So this is what we are hearing again. We've just been hearing figures here and there. It's the tail end of the administration, so there's a lot of packing up to be done. Let's take some of the comments. Mr. $1 to Naira. When I come in, I will crush Boko Haram in 3 months. Mr. I am Petroleum Minister. Watch me remove subsidy. Mr. I built second Niger Bridge that Peter Obi and Jonathan did foundation laying. But for time, I beg, what exactly did this man do in 8 years? Oh yeah, he's leaving 77 trillion naira debt. All hail Mr. Integrity. But he can't even spell that. Another commenter said, this 77 trillion debt is a parting gift to our children and children's children. The Holy Book says that when the wicked is in authority, the people mourn. Nigeria is mourning under APC. Another person said Agberos mixed with Amajiri are too many in Nigeria. They don't know this thing you wrote. That is what is pulling Nigeria backwards. Until they are all well educated, politicians will use them to win elections. See Kano today. Another one said, that is the best he said he has done. Well done. Another person said, President Buhari should please not borrow any money again. He should manage the little ones they have. Another person said, I can't see or hear comments of the ruling party here. People that are myopic in some ramifications. This is suffering. How market? Another said, I didn't even care to read. This man has destroyed the country, and yet Keyamo and all will be talking as they like. Another said, and you'll be comparing OBJ with Buhari. Guess what is more than that? Any normal Nigerians who wants goodness for this country, of course, will feel a cringe at the mention of the 77 trillion naira debts. You know, assuming as we're hearing money, millions, trillions flying around, we are seeing the impact of the government on the common man. I'm sure there won't be so much clapbacks from Nigerians like this. But I think President Buhari has done his best. Please drop your comments in the comments section below. Bye for now.